myself know that I sound bad. I mean, I go, Scotty Ray, that was awful. Stop it.
But what makes the difference is, yeah, look, there's once again, there's a lot of songs, and I see Miss Gail Gafford. She's always watching you. She's always on here. Merry Christmas to you too. But yeah, I mentioned it's not like Oh Holy Night and Silent Night and songs I guess that people know. But the lyrics in the song that reminds me is Precious Promise, like I said, by Stephen Curtis Chapman. So, yeah, I have a lot, but I'm like everybody. I sound like $1 million when I'm by myself.
Well, let's just judge it. Give me a verse of it. We won't make you do the whole thing. Give me a little a cappella verse over there.
All right.
Here we go. We're giving you the whole screen. You're live on television. This is your debut in front of the judges. It's kind of like being on The Voice.
And in front, I'm only responsible for one judge, and that's Jesus, because he could care less about how you sound, your talents, your abilities, but it's the motives of your heart.
There's nothing worse than the contestant throwing Jesus at you.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I won't say Jesus. All right, Yeshua. Or in Spanish, Jesus. All right.
There you go.
So yeah, let me think of the first verse. Oh, what a precious promise! Oh, what a gift of love! An angel tells the virgin that she's gonna have a son, and that son is Jesus Christ, and that's what's important. So I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody.
That's
just on that little
great.
skit.
I put you on the spot, and you handle the situation.
I'm
there,
not on the
Chris.
spot, man. Trust me, it's all good. It's all good. He put a song in me, and I'm just gonna
But you actually honestly do a little gospel singing as well, don't you?
Yeah, well, when I say do a little gospel singing, I love to sing.
Yeah,
I do. I love to sing, and a buddy of mine that plays the guitar, like, my goodness, I could let him listen to a song and plays the acoustic guitar, listen to a song, and he starts picking it. He doesn't read music, doesn't do any of that, but he just starts picking it, and then halfway through the song he'll say stop, and then he'll start playing it and play his own thing, and it's just amazing.
Look, I just got a text from Jeff Lewis, and he's requesting Super Freak, if you know that one.
Yeah, let me do Super Freak in a Christmas theme. I'm gonna have to think about that. All right, it's going to involve a mistletoe.
I asked you a moment ago, and we all watched this of how this would go down nationwide, of the lady Kim Potter. She was found guilty. Every police officer, and I have not put you on the spot on this, that I have talked to said, in the heat of the moment, when that goes down and you grab for your side, would you know the difference in between the taser and the gun? And everybody said, oh, yes, I would. She was found guilty.
Right.
What do you think the sentence is going to be for this?
I don't know, being manslaughter, which it was not, and I think is determined as not intentional. I hadn't followed the story, Scotty Ray, as far as the details, and I'll just tell you from my standpoint, between my lethal weapon, whatever manufacturer weapon it is, to a taser. A taser is a lot lighter. It feels different. Those things. So it's hard for me to say. It's hard for me to not buy the story, but to believe that this individual did not know the difference. But that's on this side of the circumstance of dealing with someone that is possibly a life or death situation. Because when you're involved and when you cross that threshold of making a life or death decision, there's so many things that go out the window as far as your body, physical body is. Auditory exclusion, you get tunnel vision, your gross motor skills go out, your fine motor skills go out the window,
right.
And you're completely stressed out. Everything seems like it's in slow motion. But on this side of the circumstance, not knowing what she was going through, there's just no way. There's no way. So the people decided or whatever, so there has to be consequences to actions. Did she have good intentions? I don't know. I don't know what her intentions were. I remember there was a constable in Texas somewhere that they got in a car chase, and he ended up coming up on the scene, and they had the individual on the ground, and he pulled his weapon out, and he was already secured and everything, and he says, "Quit moving, or I'm going to tase you," and he popped it, and it was his gun, and he killed that individual, and then he started screaming, "Who? I thought it was my taser. Thought it was my taser." In the heat of the moment, he was so stressed out, but that is no excuse. You see what I'm saying? We have to have so many hours of training and certifications for us to be able to walk the streets and enforce the law, and that's where you're held to a different standard as far as that training. But what's kind of funny is California. You have to have, and Miss Candace, you'll appreciate this. You have to have 1,500 credit hours to cut hair legally in California. Here in Mississippi and in a lot of other states, you only have to have 240 credit hours to carry a lethal weapon on your side. And to make life or death decisions. Isn't that insane?
That is crazy. Yeah, that is insane.
1,500 hours to cut hair legally in California.
Hey, I've never even heard that one.
Yeah.
You have to have a license to just shampoo hair. I mean, you can't have an assistant that is not licensed have their hands in somebody's hair. I mean,
yeah, that's a lot of time.
A lot of
there
people
to
are
put
breaking
in
the
there.
law on that one.
yeah.
But what they're saying is that law carries a minimum of 6 years in jail. Her attorneys are asking that be dropped. I don't think that's going to happen. She's already got a book deal. Her mugshot is going to be the cover to the book deal.
Yeah, I'll tell you what will happen. I promise you this. You'll not hear about it, but I'd say if she does any time, it'll be 1 to 3. 1 to 3, and say 8 to 10 years probation, if that many. So that'd be the max.
That's what's happening out there with that. We hadn't had this problem here, but L.A., there's always a problem with criminals. And while we're on the criminals, I thought I'd just show a little picture of somebody that thought, hey, I'm going shoplifting down at the Rite Aid today. And if anybody messes with me, this is what I'm going to give them. And here we go. She got an axe
good
pick.
Lord.
Means business.
Yeah, they did not try to stop her. They just let her kind of do her own thing, picked out what she wanted, and she left the building.
So she's shoplifting.
Yeah, with an axe pick. Yeah, that is the first time I have seen that. And that just goes to show you, if you don't have a gun, you can't blame guns for everything. They're going to use whatever they get their hands on to get what they want, whether that's a stick, a rock, back to the caveman days. And I'm sure there were a lot of robberies with bricks back in those days.
Now, I wonder what would have happened if somebody had come up behind her and snatched that out of her hand, without her looking, and beat the fire out of her. I mean,
I don't know.
I'm just saying, what would have happened to somebody had they done that? Because, people will step in sometimes.
Oh,
yeah.
sometimes.
Sometimes.
We don't know. With today's laws, you really the Good Samaritan of the week was the guy at Kroger there that jumped to the rescue of the elderly woman who had her purse taken, and he chased him down across the parking lot and got her purse back.
Right.
We say thumbs up, but he was recognized by the sheriff's department there for doing such a good job there. We go to another case here, and this is just sad. You understand the man why he kept his doors open. In Michigan, there was a gentleman who owned a restaurant.
Right.
He kept his restaurant open all during the pandemic because his wife had cancer. He could not afford the radiation. He has now passed away from COVID. His wife is she survived, but he has passed away. Hearts go out on stuff like that. He was trying to really do something good and had nothing. The death has nothing to do with him staying open. He just ended up getting COVID. Sad.
Yeah.
Do you watch The Walking Dead? Anybody still watch it?
I never watched that. But
No, you can see it.
beginning.
You can see it today, just every day.
Yeah.
Go into Walmart.
But I quit about 2 years ago. It got out of hand, and I lost interest. It was unbelievable at that point. But Alicia Witt, who is now one of the big actors on there, her parents were found dead this week. They have not released why. They don't expect foul play, which means it could have been, I guess, self-inflicted maybe. We don't know.
Right.
But they were found deceased at their home. So condolences to her. That'll make Christmases kind of tough from here moving forward. And I just don't know her character as well as the rest of them. As we watch these, I saw this yesterday, and we didn't have time to talk about it. But two Democrats who pushed for defunding the police, they were representatives, their cars were stolen, carjacked, right out from underneath them. They've caught two of the people that had done it. They were 19-year-olds, young people. Is that a statistic that stands pretty close to that nationwide, Chris? Is it younger people that do carjacking, or is it just a multiple of ages that do it?
Yeah, it's really multiple ages. I mean, obviously, you're not going to see someone, sneaking out of a rest home and going and carjacking. But your ages between, 12, 13, 14 on up to 25, that's about the range, 20 to 25. It's just a huge money-making business. That somebody can go out there and snatch a $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 car. But I think you've mentioned it before, Scotty Ray, that the number one manufacturer, I believe, is like a Honda Accord, Toyota Camry type thing, sedan like that. It's where it doesn't stick out and it fits in. That snatch it every day, turn it around, flip it, and then make money. I mean, it's a huge money making. But anything, whether legal or illegal, that can make a profit. People are going to attempt and people are going to try anything.
One of the biggest scams, and let me ask this, what they get for it, because I remember when you were chief getting several pictures from you of people that you had busted for stealing catalytic converters. What do they resell those for? Because we know they cost $1,200 or so to replace them. But what are they getting for them? Yeah,
so this certain, I call it catalytic converter ring that we had hit, They were cut. It takes maybe a minute, if that, to cut it off, and then sell it for like $75, and then they'd sell it to a shop or sell it to a group of people, and then they can in turn turn around and sell it for $150 or whatever. There's a material in there that we had mentioned. That so many ounces can bring thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of ounces of that material that's found in the catalytic converters. Now, how many catalytic converters does it take to get, that weight? I don't know, but it's huge business. And like I said, if anything can make, I don't care if it's a $10 profit, $25 profit or whatever. It's a huge thing. Look at the people that will actually go into a gas station and spend ever how many dollars for a scratch-off card, and the excitement and the tunnel vision they get. They've just spent $10 to $15, $20 on all these cards, and they won $2 on a scratch-off.
Yeah.
And they get excited.
Right.
Because they feel like in their mind they made a profit.
Yeah.
And they just lost money.
That's right.
So whether it's a $5 profit, $10, it doesn't matter. So catalytic converters are a huge thing, and that's basically all over the U.S.
The last one that I had reported of, and I'm sure that there have been more that I just don't know about, was a couple blocks down from the hospital a week or so ago, where somebody had crawled under during the night and cut out 2 or 3 in the neighborhood there, south of the hospital. So watch your cars. Put cameras on them so you'll know who comes visit in the middle of the night.
That's it. The technology, as far as the push button, your fobs and stuff like that, how people can manipulate those and get in your vehicle. So it's just crazy.
Now, as a kid, I watched this, and I'm sure by now everybody in the area has heard that she has passed away. But as a kid, I believed this show like 100%. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Do y'all remember that? The car that could fly. Mm-hmm. The lead actress on this has passed away. Here's a picture of her, if you will remember this, from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. She was the lady in it, and that's them flying in the car there with Dick Van Dyke. She passed away this week. I think she was 91 years old. So she lived a great life, and what a show that was back in the day. It had me hooked. I believed all of it.
Yeah.
You believed all of it.
Yeah, every ounce of it.
Mm-hmm. I want to address something really quick. We always have comments on our show, and we appreciate them. We do. And we have guests on our show all the time, which we also appreciate. We might not always agree with something that somebody says, but we always are respectful. And so I would ask that anybody that makes comments on our show be respectful, especially if we have a guest. We would like you to be respectful to them.
Well,
like we're always respectful.
Just ignore that.
No, I just want to address it because I think
that's just not worth addressing.
I know.
You are what you are, and I'm not going to address it.
I'm just saying move on. It's not your platform to be disrespectful.
Yeah, but it goes with the territory.
Oh, I know it does.
So
I know it does.
But it's all good.
But I would like for people to just be respectful. I mean, you don't have to agree with everything somebody says or does. Just be respectful.
I don't give.
I do, though.
I don't.
I know.
And they're not worth wasting time on.
It's not. I understand. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there.
Hey, watch this.
Everybody have a Merry Christmas Eve.
It's the other way, isn't it?
Yeah.
As we turn to talk about Snowden and Company Real Estate, where they can help you out. They have so many homes to choose from.
Yes.
If you haven't done this yet, talk to them at Snowden and Company. They'll help you pick out that new home that you want. They're voted one of the best top 3 there by the Meridian Star Choice Awards. I cannot get it out today. Amanda?
Tongue-tied sometimes. I can't talk.
Leslie and Donna, they'll help you there. And, of course, their new agent that they've added, Elizabeth.
Yes.
Talk to them. They'll help you through all of this. Thank you so much. As they get ready for 2022, they invite you to look at their homes. You can visit them online or call them at 453-3937. Selling your home, talk to them, or maybe you're downsizing or upgrading, whether you're looking for that perfect home with flowers or, well, they've got one of every style that you want, even down to getting yourself a new double wide. If you got that land included, where it's already there, set up and ready to go. You don't have to wait. By appointment only on Saturday, closed on Sunday.
Yes.
Open 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. See them today. You'll find them all at Snowden Real Estate and Company. They'll help you any way they can. They're good folks right here. See Amanda. And Merry Christmas from their home to yours and their business. They would really like to have you a part of it. See them today.
Yes.
They'll help you.
Sanders Gas, Sanders Air and Heat is your full-service propane supplier since 1946. We take pride in ensuring reliable, friendly service to our customers. We also provide safety tune-ups related to propane, air conditioning, and heating systems, keeping our community efficient and safe. I'm Chuck Sanders, and yes, we're local.
Rockhouse Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rockhouse will have the gun that you need, with a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rockhouse Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian. Good folks, and go by and see them. They got a Christmas present for everybody. If you can't find what you want there, get a gift certificate. Lots there to pick out. Hope you'll get that done. Well, as we head toward, let's see here, this is Santa. What's on Santa's wish? Was Santa able to find everything on that list that y'all had?
I think
Those
so.
hard to find little items that we talked about?
I think so. My little boy, I hope Santa can find it all. I don't know, but he didn't ask for a whole lot this year, and but I did tell him to be kids want everything they see but he's usually pretty he'll pick one thing and stay with that.
Kellogg's, on the other hand, occasionally Kellogg's cereal.
Yeah.
They have finally ended their strike, and everybody's going back to work just in time for Christmas.
Oh,
They got the day off. I was afraid I was going to have no Tony.
Yeah.
oh, that's awesome. What's that? What's that cornflake candy? What is it? What do they call it?
Yes, cornflake candy.
What is it that they make it out of the cornflakes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Candace.
Peanut butter? Don't they use?
Is it
they
peanut?
use peanut butter in it? I think they do.
I don't know, but it's precious.
Yeah. I made some one year though that would break your teeth out of your head.
Peanut brittle.
No, it was cornflake candy. It was horrible. I don't know what I did wrong. It was this. You could have chunked it and put a hole in the sheetrock.
Use it for a boat anchor.
Yeah, really. Skeets.
Oh, let's see here. What was that other story that I was going to mention that was going on? Pelosi, she's very hard to rattle, but someone finally got her.
Did they?
They did with, I think it was 3 words.
They took her ice cream away.
Yeah, 3 words got her rattled. She got up to do a speech, and somebody yelled out, "Let's go, Brandon."
Oh, goodness.
She was shook up.
Yeah.
Who would have really ever thought that saying would go so viral?
Yeah.
Wasn't she? Didn't she play? What's that lady on the cartoon animated movie, The Dalmatians?
Cruella.
Yeah, that's who played that part.
Yeah. Goodness.
So, Chris, typically If you were police chief at this point, we're coming up on Christmas Eve. What happens in between now and Christmas Day? What do criminals do? Do they increase right now, or do they take a few hours off to observe it, or do they get worse?
Yeah, once again, it's the opportunity that they have during the holidays, especially like your shopping centers and stuff. You're going to see that the traffic is just packed. Everybody's trying to rush to get that last minute item or whatever it is, and a lot of times they let their guards down. You pull up in a parking lot that's completely packed, especially it happens during the daytime. Trust me, it does. But at nighttime, they're more secluded and stuff. But your vehicle's in there just packed. The whole parking lot is full. It takes, and you're trying to hurry up and run in there real quick and run out. Well, you run in there and you leave all the things that you've bought prior to that in the back seat or whatever. Somebody just walks by, looks in there, and they see all your items, whatever. Hey, it takes 2 seconds to bust a glass, grab it, and snatch and grab, and then roll out. Another thing during this time, especially between now and tomorrow, is this opportunity of people getting there, like you said earlier, their last minute in, and it gives them a larger opportunity there. Then the week after, you're going to see a lot of property crimes, because what do we do when we open up all those awesome gifts? Is we stack the boxes of what we got out by the side of the road for the trash to come. And then here's a 60-inch flat screen TV box that's sitting out there and said, "Hey, I know what's inside that house."
So it's best to tear them up, burn them, whatever.
Tear them up, burn them, and nothing's foolproof. But once again, don't hand it to them on a silver platter. Hey, I'm letting you know what I have in my house, and it's on the side of the road. And so when they ride by, it says, "Oh my goodness, look at that big Xbox! Look at that that TV that they just bought," and things like that. It's the same way your vehicle. Back in the day, we used to put like Pioneer stickers on the back of our window, or Sony, or JL Audio, and kickers and stickers and things like that, where you're just letting them know what you have. Hey, I'm a Glock supporter. Well, you're letting them know what you have in your vehicle. So, hey, I want to target that vehicle. So let me follow them to Crossroads parking lot where it's packed full, and look at those stickers, and I'll just take what's in there.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
And we're all guilty of the stickers or whatnot of doing that. Or at least we were when we were young.
Yeah, exactly. So we do it. We advertise what we have. So just try to prevent that as much as you can, especially this time of the year. Is don't put those boxes out by the side of the road. Go ahead and cut them up and burn them, or get rid of them like that, or put them in big bags.
Good advice on that. Let's see here. We're going to see more of this, and you've preached on this a lot when we began this, of these diseases and employers, of how they handle things. But we see our first case, and this is California. They begin it all, to where an employee felt like the company didn't protect her from getting the virus. She gets it, takes it home to her spouse dies, and the courts are going to allow her to sue the company she works for her spouse dying now. And if they'll let her sue over that, imagine what they're going to let people do, blocking other rights. It's just a snowball coming. Yeah,
it is. Look, that's been going on, Scotty Ray. How long ago was that someone spilled hot coffee that they pulled up at the drive-thru and ordered, and spilled it on their lap, and they sued and they won. So how long ago was that? That was at minimum 15 years, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And they won because the coffee was too hot. So any attorney, it's not a matter of whether you're guilty or innocent. It's which lawyer presents the best case.
So was the person vaccinated who got it? Did they make?
No, I don't.
But I was wondering about companies who make their employees be vaccinated or lose their job, and then the employee gets it anyway.
That I don't know, if who had it or did not.
Because we know that you can. So
they say with this new one, 90% of Americans are going to get this new Omicron, and you will probably never know that you had it. Is what the scientists are saying now.
I think there's only been, as of the other day now, unless it's changed, one death.
Yeah, that's all that I'm aware of.
But I think that individual had underlying conditions. But regardless, we know it was devastating and started in 2020. But I don't need to be controlled by an entity that thinks they know what's best for me and my family. I've been put on this earth to take care of me and my family. And I believe I know what's best. I'll take the precautions and the measures that I decide to take, not a government. I'm not. Yeah.
I fully agree with you on that.
Because they're not going to stop with that.
No,
it's going to
it'll
be
be
another
more.
thing and another thing.
Oh, it is.
All right, well, let's talk about something we got to have today. And it's going to be gasoline, and the folks that try to give you the best that they can deal on it is Maple's One Stop Shop. Locations all around town. They're up to 6 locations now, including Causeyville. If you haven't visited with them in a while, drop in and visit with them. You're going to find so many different things. At the store there in Broadmoor, you'll find the French vanilla machine, the cold coffee there. If you like that, just for you, along with the loyalty coffee program in all the stores there. Good, clean coffee, community coffee. Can't miss it. Your 6 cup of coffee is free. Now, you'll find your cold drinks and anything that you might be looking for as far as a snack to make it to lunchtime.
Yeah.
And they also offer the pizza deal, where you can get that pizza and along with a fountain drink and also chips for $4.99. Well, you can't beat it. Bait shop, and of course, always great deals on lottery tickets. See them. The Country Store, and again, 6 locations scattered around town as you come out. Last Chance Tobacco and Broadmoor Chevron. Maple's one-stop shop for all of your needs today. They'll help you out.
It happened so fast. I didn't even see that person behind me. I said, well, I need to call Richard Swartz. Once I made that one call, they began working for me. They are going to make sure you get what you deserve.
One call, that's all.
And welcome back with Scotty Ray and Candace.
Well, I was going to take a sip of my coffee, but I guess I
That was funny. Oh, you made me laugh.
Scotty Ray
Candace.
called her. Scotty Ray called her.
Oh, my heavens. It is the weekend, and all of us here want to really, really wish you a Merry Christmas. We
Yes, we
cannot
do.
do that. And Chris, we say thank you for coming in.
Yes,
And
thank
look,
you.
thank y'all so much for having me. I appreciate the opportunity. It's just good to come on place with good people, good fellowship, encourage one another, and especially during this time of the year. Y'all be blessed this holiday season.
Yes.
Thank y'all. We'll see y'all bright and early. Merry Christmas.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by